On his deathbed, my grandfather swore our family had a fortune worth billions hidden somewhere in the house. But before he could tell me where, he took his last breath. So I tore the house apart looking for it, top to bottom. All I found was one busted old basin. Just when I decided the old man had been pulling my leg, I noticed something strange. The 5 water bottles I'd tossed into the basin without thinking had turned into 10 empty bottles. I actually rubbed my eyes, sure I was seeing things. This wasn't some rusty old wash basin, this was the legendary treasure basin. I pulled all 10 bottles back out and dropped them in again. 1 bottle. A few seconds later, 2. Anything I dropped in doubled itself. 10 bottles became 20 in the blink of an eye. And even an empty water bottle was worth money at the recycler. Oh my god. I was about to be rich. So I went into a duplication frenzy, feeding bottle after bottle into the basin, stuffing every copy into sack after woven sack without a shred of tiredness. An hour later I'd filled several huge bags. I loaded them onto our old rickety tricycle, hauling several hundred kilos of bottles, and pedaled leisurely over to the neighborhood scrapyard. Well, look at you, kid, quite the haul this time. Help me weigh these, would you, uncle? He spent nearly an hour sorting through it all before finally tallying it up. 5,000 yuan. I snatched the cash, buzzing with excitement, and pedaled straight home. I shut the door, drew the curtains, and sat there counting my 5,000 yuan with a giddy grin, already scheming how to turn this treasure into real wealth. That's when the idea hit me. Damn it, how could I have been so stupid? If this beat-up basin could copy anything, why not just throw the cash straight in? No sooner said than done, I dropped the 5,000 I just earned straight into the basin. Seconds later, a miracle unfolded before my eyes. That 5,000 had become a full 10,000. 10,000 became 20. 20 became 40. It kept doubling all the way up to 1.28 million. Staring at that mountain of cash piling up in front of me, I couldn't stop grinning like an idiot. Starting today, I was officially, certifiably rich. Move over, tech titans and billionaires, just wait, I'd be buying you all out eventually. Just as I sat smugly on the couch, basking in it all, a serious problem crossed my mind. I grabbed a stack of the bills to check them closely, and sure enough, disaster. Every single bill shared the exact same serial number as the original. Just as I was sinking into despair over having a pile of unspendable cash, a heavy pounding hit the door. Open up. Get out here and pay me back. Oh no. That voice belonged to Brother and I, the neighborhood's most notorious loan shark. About a year earlier, I'd wanted to buy my dream girl the latest smartphone, but I hadn't had any spare cash on hand. So I'd swallowed my pride and borrowed from him. While I was still debating whether to open the door, it got kicked in from the outside. Brother and I, we had an agreement. Agreement my ass, you little punk. The loan contract signed in black and white, spelled out clear as day. If you don't pay me back 200,000 today, principal and interest, you're not walking out that door. Brother and I, are you sure the math's right? I thought I only owed you 170,000. Add in today's house call, 3 of us came, 10,000 each for our trouble. That's not asking too much, is it? That makes exactly 200,000. But I only borrowed 10,000 as principal. Over the past year I've already paid you back more than 80,000, and, arg, ow, ow, ow. So you're refusing to pay, huh? Boys, get ready. Beat him. That's when it hit me, the 1.28 million I just duplicated all shared identical serial numbers. Hee, brother and I was just messing with you. My dad just sold the house. This cash on the table, that's what we got from the sale. Oh, and according to our contract, you're a full day overdue. 200,000 won't cut it, I'm tacking on another 50,000 in late fees. 50,000? Where's the sincerity in that? None of my relatives or friends would lend me a cent. You were the only person in the world who believed I'd pay you back. So beyond what I actually owe, consider the rest my thank you gift. There's 1.28 million here in total. After today, we're square. Sound good to you? Ha ha ha, I knew I had you pegged right from the start. You really do know how to repay a kindness, kid. Tell you what, I'll take this off your hands for now. Think of it as me holding on to it for you. And if you ever need cash again, just come find your big brother, I'll always give you the lowest rates. With that, brother and I pulled out the old IOU, tore it up right in front of me, and strutted off with his boys and the full 1.28 million. As if I'd ever need to borrow from him again now that I had this treasure basin in hand. Let this dog enjoy himself a little longer. When the time came, I wouldn't even have to lift a finger, the law would handle him for me. Not long after Brother Nee's crew cleared out, I made my way alone to a gold shop. The place was tiny, with just one saleswoman on duty, but it did buy back gold. The moment I stepped in, though, what are you doing in a place like this? This isn't the kind of place for someone like you. You can't afford anything here anyway. Huh, what, you don't do business during business hours anymore? Then I got a good look at her face, and it clicked. Oh, it's you, Lu Ruyan. What are you doing working here? And why shouldn't I be working here? What kind of question is that? I'm working part-time here for extra cash. Now get out before you scare off my business. I've got a big client coming to look at jewelry, and I can't have you dragging down the atmosphere. You, Xiao Lu, what's going on here? Boss Zhou, thank goodness you're here. This beggar won't leave the shop. I'm trying to get rid of him. Beggar? You know this guy? Yeah, he's just some junk scavenging beggar. He was my classmate back in school, dead broke but too proud to admit it, took out a loan shark's money just to buy my best friend an iPhone. And then it blew up in his face, the loan shark showed up at our school over it. He's obviously here today to steal from us. I want that gold bar. I'll take it. Sir, that bar costs several thousand yuan. You sure you've got that kind of money? That same old habit of yours, too proud for your own good. Haven't learned your lesson yet? This is the real world, nobody's going to coddle you. Are you ever paying off that loan or not? And you've got the nerve to waltz in here and buy gold bars? This isn't scrap metal priced by the pound, you know. Boss, are you doing business or not? Business, sure, just not with people like you. For old time's sake, as classmates, I won't let you keep embarrassing yourself. Just get out already. Damn it, I refuse to believe I can't pull this off. I'll take this 10-gram gold puppy charm. Cash. Where the hell did this idiot get money from? Wasn't he seen just a few days ago in the class group chat, squatting on the roadside scavenging trash for cash? Sir, this is certified pure gold. At 408 a gram, it's a solid investment. This bar comes to 4,500 yuan. We also handle gold buybacks here. Boss Joe, you mentioned buybacks just now, right? That's right, though the buyback price runs 10 yuan under the day's market rate. If that's too low for you, feel free to try the bank instead. Everything here comes with proper certification. Boss Joe, I think you've misunderstood me. I'm not here to sell this one bar, I want to know if you're buying gold, period. I've got some stock on hand I'm looking to move. And what exactly does that mean, kid? How much are we talking? Because whatever you've got, I can take it all. What's the quality like? A few dozen kilos, give or take. All of it 99.99% pure. Easy enough to verify, one test and you'll know. I'm not skilled enough to fake something like that. The real question is whether you can swallow that much in one go, Boss Joe. Ha, Hanli, you're killing me here. Buy 10 grams of gold and suddenly you've lost all sense of direction. Do you have any idea what a few dozen kilos of gold is even worth? Xiao Lu, who taught you to talk to customers like that? Boss, don't let him fool you. He's flat broke, who knows where he even stole those few thousand yuan from. Shut your mouth. What did I teach you during your training? You're just a temp here. Know your place. A single small gold bar is worth 2 months of your salary. Watching Lu Rian get chewed out in front of everyone felt fantastic. A few thousand yuan? That was pocket change, because once midnight hit tonight, I wouldn't just have a few thousand, I'd be sitting on tens of millions, easy. Boss, his real name is Han Li. He's flat broke. We were college classmates, real ones. I know exactly what his family situation is like. The whole school knew his family didn't have 2 coins to rub together. If his family actually had gold lying around, would he have needed a loan shark just to buy a phone? And then couldn't pay it back, and got chased down and beaten for it? I heard his parents even sold their house afterward and still couldn't cover the debt. I said shut your mouth. One more word and you're fired. Xiao Lu, I only gave you this internship as a favor to brother and I. If you keep being this ungrateful, don't bother coming back tomorrow. Apologize right now, or this isn't over, you'll be packing your things tomorrow. I'm sorry, Mr. Han Li. I was wrong. I apologize for what I just said. No worries. I never bother arguing with small-minded people. Boss Joe, this might not be the best place to talk. Mr. Han, you mentioned having dozens of kilos of the real stuff. You're not just having a laugh at my expense, are you? Boss Joe, why would I ever joke about something like that? I'm the type who calls things exactly as they are. If I have it, I have it. If I don't, I don't. I never lie. The only question is whether you can handle dozens of kilos all on your own, Boss Joe. If it's genuinely 99.99% pure, I'll buy it at 350 yuan a gram. Whatever amount you've got, I'll take it, no hesitation. Boss Joe, if that's the price you're offering, there's not much sincerity in this partnership. We can always do business another time, then. 375. Not a cent more, that's rock bottom. Pleasure doing business. Deal. Boss Joe personally walked me to the door right after. Xiao Lu, get Mr. Han registered as a member right away. From now on, he's a diamond member of our shop. Boss, I'm sorry, what did you just say? I must have misheard. You want to give this beggar a diamond membership? What's the problem? Is there something wrong with my order? But doesn't diamond membership require 10 million yuan in purchases at this store? Have you forgotten, boss? It's my call. I say open it, you open it. Tomorrow Mr. Han and I are closing a major deal. Consider this diamond card a show of good faith. Mr. Han, don't be fooled by how small this place looks. We're a member of the Zhonghai Jade Association. That diamond card is more useful than it seems. It'll get you into the association's annual gathering. I was just about to turn and head home, figuring the card was useless to me anyway, when a shrill voice cut in. There's no way he actually has that much gold. Tomorrow's deal is definitely a scam. I knew there had to be a reason he showed up out of nowhere today. He's just after your diamond membership card. Humph, and you know everything, do you? Keep watching, then. Keep puffing yourself up like you're somebody. Clearly you haven't suffered enough yet. Do you even know who Boss Joe is? Try to con him and you won't even know what hit you. Zhou Dasheng stood there silently, and his silence read as agreement, which only fed Lu Rian's arrogance further. A beggar's always going to be a beggar. You'll never belong anywhere respectable. Xiaoya was smart to leave you back then. Otherwise she'd be suffering because of you right now too. You're that certain I can't produce the gold? That I can't deliver for my deal with Boss Joe? Hanli, other people might not know you, but do you think I don't? You're a nobody putting on a show, and you have the nerve to claim dozens of kilos of gold? Please. If you actually had that much gold, I, Lu Ruyan, would get on my knees and hand you the diamond card myself. Since you're so eager to kneel and admit you're wrong, I'll grant your wish. If I show up tomorrow with the gold, you'll kneel right there and record an apology video. Boss Joe, you'll need to witness this for me. Mr. Han, rest completely assured. If your gold checks out without a single issue, I'll have her kneel to process your diamond card myself. Back home, I dropped a gold bar into the treasure basin. In no time, a basin overflowing with gold bars sat right in front of me. I'd made it. This time I was really, truly rich. I'd finally turned my life around. Around the same time, Lu Ruyan lay awake tossing and turning, still stewing over the humiliation from earlier that day. That night she posted in the college class group chat, ranting about how I'd shown off and put on airs at the gold shop, exaggerating wildly and claiming I'd bullied her and forced her to kneel and record an apology video. The moment I stepped through the shop's door again, I caught a group of people mocking me. Some broke loser claiming he's got 50 kilos of gold. That's hilarious. Isn't he afraid his tongue will fall off from all that lying? Total bull. If he really had 50 kilos of gold, would he have taken out a loan just to buy his crush a phone? Exactly. I heard all about him before. Yesterday he showed off in front of my boss, I called him out on it, and now he's holding a grudge, verbally attacking me out of spite. I listened to them mock me, gave a cold smirk, and walked calmly over to the group. Oh, Hanli actually showed up. Don't tell me he really brought the gold, don't get our hopes up for nothing. Of course it's real. Why would I bother lying to you all? Yesterday Lu Ruyan bet me that if I closed a deal with her boss, she'd kneel and process my membership card. You'll need to witness it and record a video for me later. See? I wasn't lying, this idiot really did put on that whole act yesterday. Fine, let's wait and see, then. I'm looking forward to watching you kneel and hand me that card. You? With that shabby look of yours? As if. Just then, Boss Joe walked over with an elderly man. Mr. Han, you made it. Rough trip, I imagine. Allow me to introduce someone, Master Zhang Xuoyang, our appraiser. Master Zhang, an honor. I've heard a great deal about you. Boss Joe, where exactly are we conducting this appraisal? Right here in the hall works fine. We can start the inspection now. No problem. Master Zhang, I appreciate you taking the time. I walked calmly to the counter and set the suitcase down on the glass display, then just stood there without moving. Mr. Han, go on and open the case. Well, that is, I seem to have blanked on the passcode for a second. Give me a moment, don't rush me. Mr. Han, are you messing with me right now? Kid, take my advice and leave now. And don't ever try scamming people again, because if Boss Joe loses his temper, it won't be pretty. It's just a busted old case. Can't be that hard to open, just grab a knife and slice it open. But this case and I go way back. I really can't bear to cut it open. Why not just say you've suddenly grown attached to the gold and changed your mind about selling? I'll let today's whole mess slide out of respect for Master Zhang, but you owe me a real explanation. Boss, just make him kneel and apologize and be done with it. Just as Lu Ruyan got carried away thinking she'd already won, I suddenly remembered the passcode and reached out to spin the combination lock's dials. A couple of crisp clicks later, the case popped right open. Without a hint of hurry, I pulled out a bar of gold and handed it to Master Zhang Xuoyang. Master Zhang, would you take a look at this for me? Zhang Xuoyang took the bar, weighed it in his palm, and studied it carefully for a good long while before turning to Boss Joe. This batch checks out. The quality and condition are all fine, and the purity meets standard. Based on my years of experience, this is the genuine article. Of course, if you want extra certainty, you're welcome to run it through professional equipment as well. That was just Zhang Xuoyang being polite. If Zhou Dasheng actually pulled out testing equipment now, it'd be a slap in the master's face in front of everyone. Boss Joe, please get someone to weigh it. I've got other business to attend to. Of course, I'll get someone on it right away. Lu Ruyan, what are you standing around for? Why are you dragging your feet? Go get the scale, now. Got it, boss. I'll grab it right now. No one expected Hanli to actually pull out that much gold. Was Lu Ruyan really about to kneel and apologize in front of everyone? No, he's just some broke nobody, he doesn't deserve. Soon all the gold bars were weighed. Seeing the MomPay notification for over 11 million land in my account, I felt a rush of excitement, though it only lasted a moment. Because I'd just thought of something far more entertaining. Boss Joe, if I remember correctly, you personally promised me a diamond card here. Isn't that right? That's correct, I did say that. Mr. Han, I'll have someone process it right away. Xiao Lu, what are you standing there for? You remember what you promised Mr. Han yesterday, don't you? A promise is a promise. Your word is your word, handle it yourself, don't make me repeat it. Boss, what exactly do you mean by that? What do I mean? You're asking me? Who am I supposed to ask? I witnessed your bet yesterday myself. You promised, out loud, in front of everyone, that if Mr. Han produced 50 kilos of gold, you'd kneel and process his membership card. Boss, I won't kneel, I won't. Lu Ruyan, is that mouth of yours for eating, or just for talking garbage? You think you can just take back what you said? Hanli, don't act like you're somebody just because you've got a little dirty money. Don't forget I've got brother and I backing me. Bully me in front of all these people today, and once brother and I finds out, he won't let it slide. Boss Joe, you heard all that, right? You agreed to witness this for me. Now I'm being cornered and you're just standing there watching coldly, doing nothing. Guess we won't be doing business anymore, then. Lu Ruyan, honor your promise to Mr. Han right now. Otherwise, even with 10 brother NIS behind you, you'll learn exactly what happens when you break your word. Lu Ruyan had gone through so much trouble to land this job purely because of Zhou Dasheng's status. Now, cornered with no way out, she had no choice but to kneel by the coffee table and hand over the finished membership card with both hands. Mr. Han, your card. Please take it. Lu Ruyan, remember this lesson today. I don't need your fake concern reminding me of anything. After I got home and settled things, I used MomPay to transfer 100,000 yuan each to my parents. I didn't expect them to call so quickly. It came in the form of an unusually frantic round of concern. Son, what in the world is going on? Your dad and I each just got 100,000 yuan wired to our accounts. You little punk, did you go borrowing money again? Old man, you call our son a punk, what does that make you? Mom, Dad, don't worry yourselves over nothing. That money's from brother and I getting sued. The court ordered him to pay restitution to his victims. As one of the victims, I got 300,000 total. You little liar, don't make up stories for me and your mother. If you've done something illegal, go turn yourself in at the police station and try for leniency. I'm not lying to you, I swear. I sent each of you 100,000, and kept 100,000 for myself as capital. I want to try starting a small business. Don't go throwing money around on some reckless investment. Save that 300,000 for your wedding fund, and come work security with your dad at the garment factory. Watch how you talk, you old fool. If our son wants to try a little business, let him go for it. After everything that happened before, I believe he's grown up and matured. Grown up, my foot. I'm worried this punk's head is about to float off into the clouds again. Son, mom's got your back. Go for it boldly, do it right, and show them what you're made of. Anyway, I'll let you go before you get sick of me talking. Go on and get back to your own business. After hanging up, I let out a long breath and sank back onto my bed, daydreaming about how to spend my 10+ million. One day I rode my bike straight to a car dealership, only to run into, of all people, that snobbish salesman who judged people by their looks. I'd like to look at some cars, learn about the specs. Could you walk me through some options? Looking like that, you think you can afford a car? Step aside and quit getting in the way, you're blocking me from serious customers. Huh, what kind of attitude is that? Classic case of judging a book by its cover, huh? Xiao He, why are you entertaining just anybody who walks in? Is this how your store built up its reputation? Oh, if it isn't Wang Xiao, you made it. About that Maserati you looked at last time, want me to line up another free factory service for you? How does that sound to you? What's your problem? Don't you know how lines work? I clearly walked in first, didn't I? So you're ignoring me and only helping whoever showed up later? Xiao He, if you really don't have time for me, I just won't buy my car here today. Humph, Wang Xiao's a big client here to pick up his car, a Red Wolf that costs over 300,000 out the door. Can you afford that? It's not that I look down on you, I'm just telling you to move along. Don't get in the way of my big deal with Wang Xiao. Kid, if you want free service, you'll have to wait until he's got time for you. Right now Xiao He's processing my paperwork. Wang Xiao's right, he's our VIP. You're nobody. Go cool off somewhere else. Being a VIP makes you special, does it? What's so impressive about that? Yeah, it does make me special. What of it? If you've got the guts, buy one right now in full cash, and I'll drop everything to serve you first. So if I buy a car more expensive than his, I get to make any demand of you? Just as I was about to go find the manager as a witness, a saleswoman walked over carrying a folder. Hello, sir, sorry to interrupt, is there anything I can help you with? Ha, Nana, you really know how to pick your moments. Don't say I never warned you, you've been here less than a month and haven't sold a single car yet. If you want practice, at least find someone who's actually serious about buying. Wasting your time on him is like chasing a pipe dream. You're right, He Jun. But a customer wanting to look at cars is a reasonable request. I'll just show him around and introduce a few models. Why don't you go ahead and finish Wang Xiao's paperwork? Ungrateful little, fine, waste your time on some country bumpkin if you want, just don't come complaining you're tired. Sir, sorry to keep you waiting. Let me show you the models you're interested in. I just need you to witness one small thing. As long as I buy a car pricier than his, I get to make any demand of that salesman surnamed He. Of course, sir, that's no problem at all. You don't even need me as a witness, we've got cameras everywhere and a voice-activated recording system running non-stop. It'll all be on record. Then just take me straight to buy one. Where's the most expensive Super God sports car in the store? The most expensive Super God model? Are you sure you don't want to think it over a bit more? My time is precious. No need to drag this out, just take me to see it. Nana led me to the ultimate VIP showroom. Before she could even start describing the specs, Wang Erden and He Jun, done with their paperwork, came swaggering over. Nana, you must be desperate to get hired full-time. Bringing a country bumpkin into the ultimate VIP section? He couldn't afford a single tire even if he sold himself. June, there's no need to be so harsh. He might actually be able to afford it. Nana, are you trying to make me laugh myself to death? Trying to kill me with laughter so you can take over my clients? Him? Afford it? Go ahead, ask if he can even afford it. Quit embarrassing yourself here. Just go. Sister Nana, I'll take this Super God sports car. Paying with mom pay is fine, right? Mr. Han, I didn't mishear that, did I? Were you being serious just now? Would I lie to you? Here, take my phone. Go ahead and handle the payment at the register yourself. I'll just sit here and wait for the result. The payment code is 3-8-3-8-3-8. Nana didn't believe it for a second, but figured she might as well try, and walked to the register to process the payment. Just as Wang Erden and June stood there furious, refusing to believe what was happening, a clear notification chimed from the register. MomPay received 1.55 million yuan. Nana came rushing back, her face flushed with excitement. Sir, here's your phone. Please take it. Sister Nana, could I trouble you for one more thing? Could you call your manager over? I'd like to make a small suggestion to him in person. Of course, Mr. Han. One moment please. Please wait, I'll go get the manager right now. Wang Erden, realizing he'd humiliated himself thoroughly, couldn't bear to stay another second and slunk away in a hurry. June, meanwhile, was drowning in regret. This wasn't just losing the watermelon while chasing sesame seeds, he'd walked face first into a brick wall. Nana, this sale should have been mine, I should have closed it myself. How could you go over my head and deal with Mr. Han directly? You're the one who just looked down on Mr. Han a minute ago, and now you're saying the sale should have been yours? Isn't that a bit shameless, don't you think? Nana, I'm your senior here. What's wrong with me taking one sale from you? Isn't that how it works? Sister Nana, don't waste time arguing with him, just go get your manager. Humph, who do you think you are? You think the manager comes running just because you say so? Nana didn't hesitate and moved fast, actually bringing the manager over. He came jogging up, all smiles. Mr. Han, you asked for me? How can I be of service? I only have one request, so listen carefully, fire him immediately, and make sure none of your chain's locations ever hire him again. Who do you think you are, giving orders here? I'm this store's top salesman, the backbone of this place. Without me they'd all be starving. Shut your mouth and get out of my sight. Mr. Han, please calm down. June was out of line offending you, and I sincerely apologize on his behalf. Let's just talk this through calmly. Trying to speak up for him, plead his case. Believe me, if I can get him fired today, I can just as easily get you packing tomorrow. Mr. Han, please, don't be angry. Let's find a proper solution, something that satisfies you. How does that sound? Manager, you're not really going to listen to him and fire me, are you? You can't do this. We had dinner together just yesterday, remember? June had just gifted my wife a brand-name designer bag yesterday. If I actually fired him now, how could I ever face him again? Since it's putting you in such a difficult spot, manager, forget it then. Pretend I never said anything. Mr. Han, please don't act rashly, let's not make any hasty decisions. We'll figure something out that satisfies you. Manager, while processing Mr. Han's payment just now, I happened to notice his account balance is 10 million. June usually knew when to push and when to back off. How had he misjudged so badly today, of all days? Seeing Mr. Han's dead-set determination, it looked like firing June was unavoidable. Fine, fire him for show now, and quietly bring him back later. Mr. Han, please calm down, don't waste your energy on him. I'll agree to fire June right now. Alright, since you're being so reasonable about this, I won't hold it against you. But don't even think about faking his firing just to fool me and get through this. If I ever find out you pulled any tricks, you'll regret it just the same. Does this kid have mind-reading powers or something? He seemed to know exactly what I was thinking, every single time. Fine, no risk, no reward, sacrificing that idiot June was the only option left. June, go collect this month's pay from finance and get out. Don't let me see your face again. Seeing there was no turning back, June's legs gave out and he crumpled to the floor. With that eyesore dealt with, I didn't linger another second and drove straight home. Back home, a bold idea suddenly struck me. If this basin could duplicate literally anything, what would happen if I used it to take a bath? Half an hour later, bath long finished, I stood in front of the mirror. My skin actually looked noticeably better. If it could even improve my skin like this, could it heal ordinary wounds too? Looks like I needed to find a proper place to live and really put this to the test. To test the basin's miraculous effects again, I drove over to a 7-star hotel. How much does a luxury suite here cost for a full year? Sir, please, you're joking, you startled me. Let me just get you a standard business room instead. How long are you planning to stay? Would a week be enough? Do you not understand plain speech, or is something wrong with your ears? I said 1 year. Do you understand now? 1 full year in the luxury suite. Understood? What's going on here? What happened? What's all this shouting about? Where's your professionalism? Do you know how bad this looks? Other guests will complain. Manager, this guy's clearly here to cause trouble. He didn't make a reservation, and he isn't even a member of our hotel. And he insists on the presidential suite, for a whole year, no less. Hello there, sir. how should I address you? You'd like to stay a full year in the presidential suite, is that correct? I want to book the presidential suite for a year. Is that a problem? Dressed like that, it's obvious he's got no money. Won't even hand his bag to the bellhop, clearly too cheap to tip. I've never seen a guest like you. Are you trying to make a scene? You're just picking a fight. Quiet, Lin Xiaoli. If you don't want this job, get out right now. Sir, if you're booking the luxury suite for a full year, you do qualify for our Black Gold Elite card. You'll also automatically receive our highest membership tier across every hotel in our chain. However, the full year's stay must be paid up front in one lump sum, with no refunds midway. Are you sure you'd like to proceed? Just book it already. Stop rambling. Where's all this pointless chatter coming from? You're wasting my time. Mr. Han, the total comes to 6,164,120 yuan. However you'd like to pay is fine. Mr. Han, welcome to the Divine Immortal Grand Hotel. We hope this place becomes a warm, comfortable home for you over the coming year. Our entire staff will serve you with the utmost dedication. You seeing this? I had more money than I could ever spend. Money to burn. During the short walk to the presidential suite, well, if it isn't Hanli. Didn't expect you'd be hiding out in a place like this. Looking at the two of them standing there, I couldn't help but think back to some painful history. It was for this very woman that I'd once handed over my family's entire demolition compensation to brother and I. Hanli, you menace. You got Xiaoya's best friend Lu Ruyan fired. How do you plan to make that right? Lu Ruyan brought that on herself. Serves her right. What's that got to do with me? Mind your own business instead of sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Humph, made a little money and suddenly you think you're somebody. Take away that dirty money and you're nothing. Absolutely nothing. And what are you without the Huang Group and the cushy greenhouse your family built for you, young Master Huang? Don't get so close, you reek of poverty. I'm afraid the stench will rub off on me. If we're talking about stench, it should be you, hollowed out by booze and women, rotting from the inside. Wouldn't you agree? Hanli, you don't even qualify as rotten. Think a little pocket change gets you into high society? Stop daydreaming and wake up. I'm a silver member here, and there's an unwritten rule at the Divine Immortal Grand Hotel. Country bumpkins like you who talk back to elite members get refused service. Manager Lu, perfect timing. This yokel is ruining my stay. Get him out of here immediately. Young Master Huang, our Black Gold Elite membership actually outranks your Silver VIP status by quite a bit. I don't have the authority to remove Mr. Han. What? What did you just say? This yokel is a Black Gold Elite member here? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. He's just some scavenging nobody. Ah, when the gods fight, mortals suffer. Minor players just have to accept their bad luck. Manager Lu, my father is also a Black Gold Elite member here. Surely you can throw this bumpkin out now? Isn't he ruining my stay and my mood too? Chairman Huang is indeed a Black Gold Elite member, but so is Mr. Han, who just booked our presidential suite for a full year. I do hope you'll be generous enough not to disturb our other Black Gold Elite members' rest. He's only got 10 million, he'll burn through it eventually, we'll see how long he keeps strutting around. He's a Silver VIP member, and you're Black Gold Elite. So he's really just small fry, right? Manager Lu, I'm asking you, by hotel policy, how should this small fry be dealt with for offending me? You dare treat me like this? Do you even know who my father is? Mr. Huang, please calm down and hear me out. Mr. Han is currently our elite member here, so I'd advise showing him some respect. I know Chairman Huang is your father, but given his standing, I'm sure he'd want you to respect the Divine Immortal's rules as well. With that, Manager Lu pulled out a radio and called for security. Within moments, 2 burly guards arrived. You wouldn't dare lay a hand on me, just try it. Mr. Huang, you're overreacting, there's a misunderstanding, they're just here to escort Mr. Han back to rest. Young Master Huang, please don't put me in a difficult position. With that, Manager Lu and his people escorted me away. Once I'd settled into the presidential suite, I dropped onto the plush imported sofa. Car bought, housing sorted, now it was time to deal with a few people. I casually pulled out my phone and sent Lu Ruyan a voice message on WeChat. Lu Ruyan, come on, tell me. What exactly are you going to do to me? I'll tell you honestly, I'm not scared at all. Forget Huang Tianba, bring your big brother along too, I won't hold it against you. Lu Ruyan sent back a message loaded with choice words. I just laughed and didn't think twice about it. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, Lu Ruyan was pouring out her grievances to brother and I. 10 million, you said, is that even real? Where would he get that kind of money? Big brother, he must have stolen it. That beggar was dirt poor. If he'd ever had that kind of money, would he have groveled to borrow from you? Big brother, you have to stand up for me. Xiao Lu, Hanli already paid off what he owed me. Whatever the source of his money now, however much it is, it's his money. But brother and I've been through so much, I'm so wronged, it hurts so much. If you'll help me get even, brother and whatever you want tonight, I'm willing. I woke up the next morning well past sunrise, grabbed my phone to check the time, and found over a dozen missed calls, every single one from brother and I. Heh. Just as expected. The fish had bitten. Last night's setup had worked. I opened WeChat and skimmed a few messages, all from Lu Ruyan. Heh. I'd figured brother and was a bigger deal than this. Turned out one small setup was all it took to reel him in. No time like the present, today it was, then. Since brother and I wanted an explanation so badly, I'd give him a real ending. With that thought, I called brother and I back. Oh, if it isn't multimillionaire Hanley himself. What made you free enough to call a small-timer like me? Heh. Brother and I, you know something, how could you say that? I wouldn't dare. What am I, next to you? Brother and I, where are you right now? I'll come find you right away. Where am I? You're asking where I am. I'm sitting right in your house, waiting for you. Not bad, Hanley, look at you. This shabby little place, and there's 10 million in cash lying around. Big shot now, huh? Wings all grown in, so tough you won't even answer my calls anymore. Brother and I only just came into a bit of money, was out enjoying it a little. I'm coming to see you right now to apologize in person. The money's negotiable, everything's negotiable. You've got 10 minutes. Get here now, if I don't see your face by then. 10 minutes late, and I dock you $1 million. That 10 million was all set aside for him. My only worry was that his appetite was too small and he'd choke on it. With that thought, I deliberately dragged my feet a while before finally driving into the old part of town. The moment I walked in, I found brother and I and Lou Ryan sitting on the couch. The multimillionaire's back. Right on time. Quite the rare guest, welcome home. Brother and I, could you cut the jokes? Who's that sour face for? Worried I'm going to swallow your whole fortune? You're 45 minutes late. Round that up and it's 50. That'll cost you 5 million. Wow. 10 million total, and he opens with a demand for 5 million. I had no idea where brother and I got the nerve. Good thing the whole 10 million was already earmarked for him anyway. Set that 5 million aside for now. Let's talk about you insulting my woman. Emotional damages, 1 million. Lost wages from getting her fired, another $1 million. I'm not ripping you off here, am I? Perfectly reasonable, don't you think? Brother and I, if I'd known Sister Ryan was your woman, I'd never have laid a finger on her. Consider all this compensation. I just hope you'll look out for me going forward. Oh. And how much are you willing to offer up to me, then? It's not tribute, brother and I, you're not that kind of man. Let's see, 50 minutes late is 5 million, plus Sister Ryan's emotional damages and lost wages together at 2 million, that's 7 million total. You sure know how to talk, kid. Baby, are you satisfied? No. Besides the money, you're getting on your knees and apologizing to me, or I'll have brother and I shatter your kneecaps. This woman was vicious. Brother and I was just greedy, she wanted blood. And of course brother and I never had enough spare cash to gamble away. So he chimed in right after Lou Ryan's words. Don't blame me for not looking out for you, but brothers are brothers, business is business, and women are their own thing, you understand. I can't bear to see my treasure here suffer. I'll take the 7 million, but today, you're kneeling and apologizing to my baby. My face darkened at that, but I forced a smile anyway. Brother and I, a man's knees are worth their weight in gold, how could I possibly kneel? What's that supposed to mean, Hanley? I'm giving you a chance and you don't know enough to take it. Either you kneel and apologize right now, or I break your kneecaps myself. Brother and I, Sister Ryan, just chalk it up to me being clueless and reckless. To show my sincerity, out of this 10 million, I'll only keep 100,000 for myself. The rest is all compensation for Sister Ryan. Please, go easy on me. So you're saying the remaining 3 million is all mine? A big man doesn't quibble with small men. Take it all, I'll just keep the 100,000 and go live a quiet, ordinary life somewhere. Humph, beggar, at least you know how to read the room. We'll take it. Don't let me see your face again. Good, kid, you've got sense. When you run out of money, come find your big brother, I'll always give you the lowest rates. Thank you, brother and I, thank you, Sister Ryan. With that, the two of them swaggered off with the cash. I smiled and waved goodbye to the pair of fools. Acting that pathetic really did a number on my pride. Wanting me to kneel? Keep dreaming. Still, brother and I really did know how to run a business, lending my own money back to me and charging interest on top of it. A commercial genius, truly. My hat's off to him. I laughed it off completely, grabbed a lighter, and set fire to the cash I'd kept for myself, burning it down to nothing. Once it was done, I dusted off my hands, took one last look around the shabby little house, then pulled out my phone and made a call. I mulled things over as I drove back to the hotel. Right then my phone rang, a callback about the police report I'd filed earlier. Brother and I had been apprehended, and they wanted me to come in for questioning and to assist with the investigation. Without hesitating, I drove straight to the new district police station. This money isn't mine, none of it, it's got nothing to do with me. He gave it to me, I've got proof. This money is all from him selling gold at the shop. The officer handling Brother Nee's case was named Chen Shua, a squad leader for the district. Behave yourself and quit the games. You're a repeat offender, don't think I don't know that. Repeat offender? I've been wrongly accused. I've abided by the law for years. Very impressive, kid. So that's why you kept handing me cash over and over, you were setting me up all along. Humph, once I'm out of here, you'll regret it. Watch your mouth and behave yourself, you dare make threats right in front of me? You're Hanley, right? Unusual name. Please come with us for a moment. You just heard his statement. He claims this money is all from you, and that you stole gold worth 10 million. Just as I'd expected. I knew brother and I would try dragging me into this. Good thing I prepared for it well in advance. I didn't steal any gold. I did recently sell a batch worth 10 million, though most of that money's already gone. You blew through 10 million already, that fast? He says you only sold the gold yesterday. You've already burned through most of it. He'd pressured me into taking out a bunch of small loans before. After paying those back, I was down to a bit over 3 million. You can check all of this with the carrier for the detailed records. Officer Chen had the tech department pull my recent bank statements, then called the dealership and the hotel to verify. Everything lined up exactly with what I'd said. Thanks for cooperating with the investigation. You're free to go for now. We'll reach out if we need anything else. Of course, Officer Chen, thank you for your hard work. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and if there's ever anything I can do to help fight crime, I'll cooperate fully, no hesitation. Turned out Lu Ruyan had somehow dodged the bullet. I couldn't tell if she'd abandoned brother and I at the last second, or if he'd covered for her instead. As soon as that thought crossed my mind, I checked WeChat, and sure enough, Lu Ruyan had messaged me. This isn't over. Xiaoya said she'll back me up. You'd better watch your back. You managed to scheme against brother and I, but try scheming against the Huangs and see what happens. His father's got real connections and real power. You're nothing, absolutely nothing. I ignored her ranting entirely and blocked her outright. Good, no more of her nagging in my ear. I'd set the whole trap for brother and I, but somehow, through sheer luck, Lu Ruyan had slipped through the cracks. Just as I was reflecting on how fickle fortune could be, my phone suddenly rang. Mr. Han, this is Zhou. I wonder if you still remember me? Of course I remember, Boss Zhou. Your big spending left quite the impression. Mr. Han, today an officer surnamed Shen from the Xinjiang District Police Station called me, asking whether you sold a batch of gold at our shop. Mr. Han, be honest with me, that gold's origins aren't going to be a problem, are they? Just a small misunderstanding, nothing to worry about. Speaking of which, I hear a friend of yours was arrested over an amount running into the tens of millions. Did you know about that, Boss Zhou? Arrested? Mr. Han, I think there's some confusion. I'd hardly call him a friend, and I'm not involved with him. So then, why did you call, Boss Zhou? Since you're being so direct, Mr. Han, I won't beat around the bush either. I know you must still have quite a bit of stock on hand. Let's speak plainly, I don't want to guess, I want it all. What do you say, Mr. Han? You want it all? Quite the appetite. I'm just worried I might get careless, bring you too much, and you choke on it. How much are you prepared to spend on this meal, Boss Zhou? Young man, are you really trying to challenge my pocket change with your annual income? Overestimating yourself. Boss Zhou, how about I start you off with a little appetizer? How much? 60 kilos. That's nothing. Small potatoes. I can close the deal whenever you're ready. Then it's settled. I'll swing by your shop tomorrow, and we'll talk about the main course then. I shut the door and got to duplicating gold bars. 60 kilos came together in no time. The next morning, all packed up, I brought the gold to Boss Zhou's shop. Brother Han, you move fast, you flatter me, Boss Zhou. Just hurrying to bring you your fortune. Shall we verify it here? Would I ever doubt you, Brother Han? Come, let's have some tea inside and talk properly. Brother and I, meanwhile, was stuck holding 10 million in counterfeit bills he'd been dreaming about forever. Brought it entirely on himself. Serves him right. Still, I never expected brother and I to actually cover for Lu Ruyan. You'd better stay on your guard, Brother Han. That woman's petty and holds grudges. After you humiliated her again, she'll definitely be nursing a grudge. Now that she's lost her backing, there's no telling what she'll try. Relax, I've got it handled. I'm hoping she does show up. The two of us chatted back and forth. Zhou Dasheng kept casually fishing for information about my background, and each time I brushed it off without a flicker of reaction. Lu Ruyan, meanwhile, wasn't sitting idle either. Brother and I had been locked up, and she'd narrowly dodged going down with him, but she knew better than anyone that if her own dirty dealings ever surfaced, she'd end up behind bars just the same. What really ate at her, though, was something else entirely. That beggar Hanli had somehow struck it rich, and now he was strutting around in front of her, acting like he owned the world. The more Lu Ruyan thought about it, the more something felt off. Where had his money really come from? There had to be something fishy going on. She called Xiaoya, but got nothing useful out of it. All she learned was that I'd booked a luxury suite at the Divine Immortal Hotel for a full year, so she decided to secretly tail me. I drove back to the Divine Immortal Grand Hotel, and the moment I stepped into the lobby, I sensed someone watching me from the shadows. A quick glance out of the corner of my eye caught a young woman sitting on a sofa, masked and sunglassed, pretending to flip through a magazine while stealing glances my way. I recognized Lu Ruyan instantly. Keeping my expression flat, I pretended not to notice and walked calmly toward the elevator. Fish on the hook. At 9 that night, once darkness had fully settled in, I left the hotel and drove toward the old part of town. Lu Ruyan hailed a cab and followed close behind the whole way. Driver, stay close. Don't lose him. Boss Zhou, do you know any reliable private investigators? I need to hire someone to handle something for me. Oh, Brother Han, are you in some kind of trouble? Nothing serious. Just a little rat scurrying around. I drove back to that old rundown neighborhood. The moment I got out of the car, I spotted Lu Ruyan skulking after me in the shadows. I ignored her presence entirely, cleared my throat, and walked toward the dim stairwell. She stayed close behind, careful not to fall too far back. Along the way I'd mulled it over at length and finally settled on my plan. I'd use the treasure basin itself as bait to reel in the big fish, Lu Ruyan and Huang Tianba both. Shame I can't unload too much gold at once, or I'd out-earn the richest man in the world without breaking a sweat. I quickly packed up the gold bars and took the treasure basin along with me too. Lu Ruyan could only watch helplessly as I walked away. Han Li. I will make you pay for this. She knew exactly how little power she actually had. There was no way she could get her hands on the treasure basin alone. Her only option was to bring in His Majesty to deal with Han Li. Lu Ruyan called Huang Tianba and told him the secret of the basin. Huang Tianba was skeptical at first, but given his own history with me, he wasn't opposed to an extra pair of hands. The two of them clicked instantly, birds of a feather, and agreed to team up against me. Hello, who's this? Hello, Brother Yang, is that alright to call you? Boss Zhou referred me to you. I'd like your help with something. I gave Yang Wei a brief rundown, and we arranged to meet at the hotel the next day to discuss the details. Someone's got their eye on me, and it's not friendly, they're after something I have. I need you to keep tabs on them. Who exactly are we talking about? A woman named Lu Ruyan, used to run with Brother Ni's crew. And a man named Huang Tianba, the young master of the Huang group. Sure, no problem, leave it to me. I'll have someone tail them around the clock. Also, look into the Huang family background for me, especially any dealings with Brother Ni. Old Yang nodded without asking further questions. A week later, he reported back, Lu Ruyan and Huang Tianba had indeed teamed up, just as expected. They'd met twice at a coffee shop, plotting how to pry the treasure basin away from me. One more thing for you, find me a basin that looks close enough to mine. Mr. Han, are you planning to? No need to ask. Just focus on finding it. Understood. 3 days later, the decoy basin was found. I locked the real basin away in the safe and set the fake one out on the coffee table instead. The fake basin sat there in plain sight. While eating at the hotel restaurant, I deliberately left my room key behind. Sure enough, no sooner had I left than Lu Ruyan slipped over and swiped the key. Mr. Han, just as you predicted, they got into your room and took the basin off the coffee table. They're heading toward the outskirts now. I've already got people on their tail. Good. Call the police right away, and send me the exact location once you've confirmed it. Got it, understood. This is the treasure basin you told me about? Yes, Your Majesty, that's the one. This busted old iron basin right here. I saw with my own eyes Han Li using it to duplicate gold. You're sure it's this thing, no mistake? Positive, absolutely certain. So how does this thing work? I saw Han Li just drop a gold bar in, and it multiplied into a whole pile. Huang Tianba pulled a gold bar from his pocket and tossed it into the basin. Seconds passed. Nothing happened. Lu Ruyan, are you messing with me? I'm not, I really did see it, maybe, possibly, it needs a special chant or the right timing. Lu Ruyan, if there's only one basin, how are the two of us supposed to split it? Your Majesty, didn't we agree to work together on this? Work together? How could I possibly share a treasure like this with anyone? Huang Tianba, what are you doing? You want it all for yourself? Dream on. Huang Tianba pulled out his phone and called in the bodyguards waiting outside. Get in here. Huang Tianba, you can't do this to me. So what if I can? It's mine now. What use are you to me anymore? Huang Tianba, you can't do this. I fed you information, helped you track Han Li down. Deal with her. Make it quick. The bodyguards dragged Lu Ruyan toward the door. Just then, the shuttered door slowly rolled up, and over a dozen fully armed special police stormed in. Nobody move. Hands on your heads, everybody down. 3 days later I visited the detention center and met with Huang Tianba face to face. So, Your Majesty, was the busted old basin any good? Han Li, you set me up. This was all your plan from the start. That's an interesting thing to say, Your Majesty. What exactly did I set you up for? Go on, tell me. A distinguished young master like yourself, trying to steal my busted old basin, and even willing to kill someone over it? That's a joke people would laugh themselves sick over. That basin was fake, wasn't it? Of course it was fake. What did you expect? There was never any treasure basin to begin with. Lu Ruyan was just an easy woman to fool. What I never expected was that you, Your Majesty, would actually fall for something so absurd too. If a treasure like that actually existed, wouldn't my family already be the richest in the world? The real reason I'd come to see Huang Tianba was to put a clean end to the whole affair. The treasure basin sounded absurd, sure, but if word got out and someone actually believed it, that could spell real trouble. So I came to needle him a little, make sure he knew this whole disaster was entirely of his own making, the kind of stupid mistake where a rich young master tried to murder someone over a busted old basin. He'd never dare tell anyone the truth, not with his pride. 2 months later, the court delivered its verdict. Huang Tianba was sentenced to 15 years for breaking and entering and kidnapping. Lu Ruyan got dragged down too, ratted out by Brother Ni. She was sentenced to 12 years for theft and counterfeiting. The only real disappointment was that I hadn't managed to bring down Huang Tianba's father too, but honestly, that hardly mattered anymore. With the treasure basin quietly working in my favor, given enough time, even the mighty Huang group would eventually be nothing more than an ant I could crush whenever I pleased. Grandpa, thank you.